My name is Ioana Jijian. I'm 27 years old. I come from Romania. I'm following the master program of orchestral performance. In my studies in Gothenburg, we have been given the chance of attending some master classes with very good and renowned teachers. And for me, as a student and as a musician, it's always a fantastic opportunity to get a new vision upon music and upon ways of teaching. And I like to think that our job is a never-ending learning process. So I'm really happy I got to work with Ernst Kovacic.
I'm an Austrian musician, a violinist. I started off as a violinist and then very soon went also into conducting and directing and so on. If I should say why do I like to be a musician, or what is it about to be a musician? I think the key word would be communication. I mean, all the experiences to meet people and play with them, people coming from different backgrounds, and to join them, get their ideas and find ways to coordinate the different views. I'm happy if I can open up the minds of young people to see what they can do by bringing music to people and to convince or strengthen their position as people who are important for society.
Getting another view on technical and interpretative ways of making music, which as a student and as a young musician is really important to get, because of course you arrive to a certain point when you think you know and you're very convinced, and that's very good. But it's always nice to get different opinions on what you are playing and doing with your instrument. During the masterclass, we weren't told to do something specifically. It was just a matter of understanding the music in a more profound way. And sometimes we are so, well, I wouldn't say self-absorbed, but we are so concerned with what we're doing that we miss our own projection to the exterior. So then this is why I think it's very important to get different opinions, and not just different opinions, but opinions from important teachers and musicians who have worked in this way their whole life.
I want to give young people an overall view of the field in which they will work. Yeah. On the other hand, sometimes I'm happy when I just help one student in a certain situation, in a piece, to manage to understand how to solve a problem, and if sometimes within a quarter of an hour you can see a good result, and then I have the feeling, oh, okay, that was good, that I told this to the student and it helped, and now it's another way of thinking about this. These seminars are very fruitful in many directions. Firstly, the soloists have the real accompaniment of string players around. Usually it's done with piano, and the piano reductions are not the real world of Mozart violin concertos. Secondly, all students who eventually play Mozart concertos also accompany the solo parts. So they realize what is behind the solo part. Yeah? They can feel it much more. Then the leader of such an ensemble has to lead entrances, has to show by the upbeats how, in what character a passage has to be played. And so they learn many, many, many things. And there's one delicate element is also that we have string players playing the woodwind parts or horn and oboe parts. It's also interesting if you ask the young people, they have to count so much when they play oboe parts or horn parts, yeah, and it's a totally different attitude and then when they come in as woodwind players, they have to be really present. So it's so many learning possibilities.